When it comes to anime/manga, we can't help but fall in love with the story and characters. However, there are some characters that we love more than others. Sometimes we love these characters more than the main character, and sometimes they aren't even the good guys. Be it their skills or charm, we fall in love with these characters, and as such, they would forever hold a place in our hearts. Here is a list of the top 8 most loved characters within the anime universe. The invincible mutant Roshi is from the most popular series Dragon Ball. He was a fan favorite since the original Dragon Ball manga for all the wrong reasons. He was an old perverted man. From his first appearance, he made no effort to hide his true nature. Blackmailing Bulma to see her panties, which he gained more than he asked for, making a deal with Son Goku to puff Bulma's chest, which turned out to be oolong, and convincing Lunch to live with him are just the tip of the iceberg with his perverted ways. This alone made Master Roshi a lovable character, but what truly made him a fan favorite is when he first did the Kamehameha. His boosted his physique and unleashed a blast that destroyed an entire mountain. From this moment on, fans worldwide gravitated to Master Roshi. His popularity was re-established and grown during the Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power season. Master Roshi once again proved that his title isn't for show and that he isn't one to be underestimated. Shoto Todoroki, or as the fandom jokingly calls him, Hot Ice, is an aspiring hero in the new hit anime Boku no Hero Academia. Having a rough childhood and being the son of the number 2, now number 1, hero Endeavor, Shoto has a very reserved personality. He was not evil nor was he a troublemaker, however his goal to surpass his father by denying his father made him appear a bit arrogant at first. However, the fandom fell in love with his determination and drive to overcome his past and surpass his father. However, it is his powers that made him a favorite by many fans. Being able to control fire and ice, Shoto was, in layman terms, overpowered. Not only were his abilities extraordinary, but the way he was able to use them made him a force to reckon with and an instant favorite in the fandom. Grateful Buster, from the completed series Fairy Tail, was one of the strongest mages in the series and the strongest ice mage at the end. Being a mage of ice, he was the complete opposite of the protagonist Natsu Dragneel, and as such, they fought and competed frequently. This made Gray lovable to many. He was fun, calm and composed. The more we learned about his past, the more we fell in love with him. His desire to protect others, even at the cost of his life, showed just how deep his love goes for his friends, which was the theme of the series, love for your comrades. Sadly, that is not the main reason why Gray's fandom is still so huge. His fandom is mainly because of his inability to stop stripping. Being trained as an ice mage, he had to learn to withstand the coldest region with no clothes on while in training. Unfortunately, that training stuck with him, and many of times within the series, Gray would be seen stripping unconsciously. Grimm Jo is by far the most loved espada from the hit series Bleach. With his true form being a panther, Grimm Jo truly acted like a feline would. He did what he felt, how he felt when he felt. This of course caused a lot of friction within the espadas, and as a consequence, he had lost his right arm and rank. Fortunately, it was restored thanks to Orium, and we were given one of the greatest fights in anime history. His personality and nature has always sat well within the Bleach fandom. From his first appearance within the series he was looked at, and the more we saw of him the more the fandom loved him. In fact, many are still of the belief that Grimm Jo was to win against Ichigo and that he only lost because the good guys must always win. It is true that Grimm Jo was a powerful foe, and when he was defeated, many were saddened at his loss. However, Tite Kubo gave us reappearance within the Quincy arc and we saw the Grimm Jo again. Tuka is the most elegant yet frightening person within the Tokyo Ghoul universe. Her first appearance wasn't much to write off. She seemed to be nothing more than a background character within the Antioku Cafe. She didn't say much and was about her job more than interacting with Kaneki. However, that perception changed and her fandom grew when she shoved a piece of human flesh into Kaneki's mouth. Many fans were annoyed at Kaneki's behavior and self-pity, therefore when Tuka did what she did, many fans were thankful to her for giving him the wake-up slap that he needed. Her fandom only grew over the course of the series, and with the introduction of Tokyo Ghoul, we are now in the presence of a more beautiful, intelligent, and mature Tuka. It's no doubt that each anime has a lovable pervert, and in One Piece, Sanji is that pervert that you can't help but love. His constant admiration of women makes Sanji look silly yet lovable at the same time. Although it must be noted, that although he is a pervert to an extent, he is extremely respectful of women. He is a gentleman above all else and follows the knight's code of chivalry when it comes to women. This has landed him in trouble, for he won't hit a woman, which would cause problems since there are female pirates. Yet this vert aspect is why the fandom, both male and female, loves Sanji so much. His love keeps growing, for he has great moments in combat which are far too many for this list, and many comedic moments. In my humble opinion, his most comedic moment is how he learned to skywalk. In my memory, there is no more comedic moment that he had than that. Interestingly enough, Sanji's fandom grew when the truth of his backstory was revealed. Being a failure of an experiment, he was an outcast to his family. Seeing how far he has come despite being deemed a failure, made many fans love and appreciate him more. But even that fails in comparison to how large his fan base became when he cried. It was the first time that we saw him shed any tears within the series, and the meaning behind his tears, well, let's just say that even the manliest of men sympathized with him. His tears and rise from that point made just about every One Piece fan vote him as a favorite. Itachi Uchiha has to be without a doubt the most glorified character within the Naruto fandom, and for good reason. He became the youngest Anbu in the history of Konoha. He activated his Sharingan at a young age. Only person to activate it at a younger age was Sasuke, and he stopped an impending war. His accomplishments only grew from there. He became one of the most respected and feared rogue ninjas. He was the only man that Obito feared, and he protected Konoha from the shadows for the duration of his exile. Itachi was the perfect example of a selfless hero. He sacrificed everything he had, to protect the one he loved the most, Sasuke, and the place that he can return to, Konoha. There is so much that one can write about Itachi, but every Naruto fan would admit that Itachi is one of their favorite characters. Itachi Uchiha, though he may not have been the greatest shinobi within the series, he is without a doubt one character that most fans would agree deserves love and respect. If you have yet to watch /Red Hunter x Hunter, I urge you to start it immediately. If you are going to watch the anime, watch Hunter x Hunter 2011, it is a remake of the original with better graphics. If you have watched this, then you would know why Hisoka is the number one on this list. To put it simply, Hisoka is the Joker from Batman. But not just any Joker, he isn't the Joker from the movies, although Heath Ledger Joker comes pretty close, he is the Joker from the comics. Chaotic, crafty, unpredictable, and above all dangerous, that is who our beloved Hisoka is. His fandom was instantly created due to his personality. He quickly challenged an examiner, he survived an ambush and turned the tables against them, and he also killed a previous examiner, all with little to no effort. However, his hobby makes him extremely perverted and creepy at times. Hisoka is power sexual, meaning that he is attracted to powerful people, or those who he deems would become powerful over time. This has shown him being extra perverted when it comes to characters like Gon and Killua, who are teenage boys, which makes him look like a creep. Shockingly enough, this made his fans love him more, and in a bonus chapter showing a bit of his background, Hisoka's already large fan base grew even more. His powers are no joke either, although it is a joke. Almost as if a kid made it, his powers are bungee gum, which he admitted he named after gum. Though it may be silly, within his possession, he has proven to be a deadly foe with such a childish ability. Just like the Joker, be it charms, skills or charisma, Hisoka doesn't fall short in either, and as such, is a longtime fan favorite. Those are my top 8 lovable characters of all time. Agree, disagree? Have anything to add? Leave a comment and let's have fun discussing.